feels good to be back. Feel like we've been out of the shop for a little bit, but
it's been a minute.
Yeah, just feels to be back. Good to be back together, and just chatting, bro. I love this. Just kind of sit down and just kind of takes from whatever's going on during the week, and just kind of chill and relax and just kind of discuss some things. It's always good to get in here together. So I love
Figure out where 2026 is already gone.
Yeah, I know, it's kind of crazy.
Almost first quarter gone.
Yeah, see what we can mark off the old bingo card for the
I didn't
for the
think
month so
about
far.
that, how far we are into it.
Yeah, already in March.
I haven't really wrapped my mind around that yet.
Yeah.
And the bingo card's playing out.
Right. Yeah, I know, right?
Didn't you make that reference last time, Mikey? The bingo card?
Probably.
Yeah, I mean, I think we damn near need one. We should,
Yeah.
we should post one on the side or something.
I know. Figure out.
We'll just put it on the wall behind
What?
Mikey right there.
Yeah.
One thing ends, and you're like, yes. And you wake up the next day, and you're like, cool. The whole world's going to war. No big deal. You know? And
It's been wild.
yeah, it has been. It has been absolutely wild.
Go ahead, Aaron.
I think the church sign is on me, and I have one, and I'm going to find it because I just lost it. It said, I know it by heart, which is kind of bad, I guess. But anyways, it said, go ahead, give Jesus a try, and if you don't like him, the devil will take you back.
Oh. All right. I mean.
So, I mean,
Yeah.
it's
It's
truth. It's truth.
Yeah. It is truth.
Yeah. I suggest you try them out
Yeah.
a lot longer than just
Just
try.
try.
you
Right.
know,
Exactly. Yeah.
Put some time, energy into it. Devotion, worship, things like that.
That's pretty good.
So anyway, well, I think Mikey and I we're on edge here, buddy.
I'm ready.
Ethan's gonna drop some weird stuff on us. It is his challenge.
I want to just say,
Here we
let me switch
Here
the
we
camera.
go.
I want to say that my mind changed on what I had something else in mind, and I changed this earlier this week.
Do you want to share the thing that you originally were gonna do?
No, because I may use
May
it
do
next
it.
time.
Okay.
Yeah. The smelling salts I wanted to do originally, and you came up here with it, and I'm like, all right, cool. So, but yeah, I have another thing in mind. But this came up. I thought it was hilarious. I also think that it's a little bit different, like outside of the normal idea of like eating something or whatever. So like that's what I'm thinking of when we're doing weird challenges. I'm not partaking in this one.
Okay.
So I would have,
as does the rules allow.
yeah.
So
I would have done it, but I don't know. I just get a kick out of this. It's
right.
pretty funny. But can I get a guess on what y'all think it might be?
Listen.
Yeah, I don't have any
No
clue, I don't
idea.
think.
Here's the thing. I think I had some ideas, but then you had said something about it's going to go the distance of the
Yeah.
episode in a way or
Yeah,
another. So
It'll be here the whole episode.
okay.
So you both get your own. I'll put it that way.
Oh, that's exciting.
I will.
Okay.
Hand you your bags here.
Okay.
These are
Should we?
from Eleanor's baby shower.
Yeah, those are very nice.
You both got pink. These are just from our closet. Here you go, Mikey. That is your bag, my friend.
So you got to keep it closed, I guess.
Here you go.
I'll
Aaron, keep
I'll
yours closed. And
keep
then
mine closed.
I
Okay.
will just rotate y'all's camera shots as you open them.
Okay. All right. Who's going
We'll
first?
go with Mikey first.
All right, Mike.
All right. Here we go.
That's it. Just we're gonna open it up. We're gonna. If I gotta come over there and help you put it on, I will.
Was it a wig?
That is a wig, my friend.
Yeah, but how's this a
Hang on.
challenge?
Let me come over and help you.
You gotta-
I've tried it on multiple times.
You got to embrace the wig through the whole episode.
You gotta find the back. That's the hard part. And after
I'm
you
just-
put it on, I got black to match your hair. That was a big thing.
What is that?
That's just a hairnet if you want to wear a hairnet.
Uh,
But hang on, let me find the back here.
Oh, to keep it from like.
bro,
Pretty cool.
this topic today is supposed to be serious.
Hang on, I gotta make sure it's going right. Hang on. I tried this on multiple times. Okay, here's the back. Yeah, there it is. There it is.
Okay.
Sorry, bro.
Hey, you're all right.
Oh, bro. There's no way I'm going
it
to take
on?
this episode
Yeah,
serious. There's no way. There's no way.
We're good. All right.
All right.
Mike, you take a look in the camera for us, see if it's on all the way. Take a look in your camera. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. Let me get this for you.
Okay.
It's looking sharp, bro. It's looking.
Edna.
All right. Yes.
Edna mode or whatever.
Mode. That's the first thing I thought of. All right, Aaron.
All right. Here
You
we
are
go.
up, my friend.
Here we go. Let's see what I got here.
Try to match your hair color as well.
Can't match bald. I'm just kidding, bro.
I almost got a bald one, and I'm like,
Just
there's
a
gonna be no
skull
difference.
cap,
Yeah.
Y'all are ridiculous.
This one's pretty hefty.
Oh my god.
You ever seen the Grinch from Cindy Lou Who? I will come around there and help you put it on if I need to. So those go to the back. Yeah, like that.
All right, here.
And then,
How you making that stand up, big boy?
yeah. Dang, bro, the camera can't even get it in the shot.
How's it looking?
It looks, I think it looks great.
Okay.
Yeah, you're.
I didn't see it going this way. I never,
That's what Aaron shot.
I never would. Oh yeah, to be able to get the top.
Yeah, we're gonna get him all in all the whole episode.
Okay. Listen, so this is what it's like to have long hair,
It ain't fun.
huh? It is.
Aaron,
I take back everything I ever said about
Right? Yeah.
wanting long hair.
Exactly.
Yeah.
you can. Those actually have. Here, let me come over there real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, fix this too, buddy.
I'm gonna come around. This is part of my challenge to fix your hair for me.
Well, we got new hair for the week. Oh, that bends up.
Fire. Yeah, they got fire on them. There you go, pal.
Oh.
The
Nice.
best part is, and I will tell you,
It's like curtains.
yes, bro. So I will tell you, Aaron's took me a while to find because there was a lot of options. Mikey's didn't take me long because as soon as I saw it, I'm like, we always make jokes with girls with bangs. We're just like, it doesn't work. And a bob cut is just horrible looking. So I'm like, bob cut with bangs. And that was the first thing I saw. And I said, yep, that's going to Michael. And then I found yours. And I was like, you know what? Aaron he could do with some hair for one episode. So
It's perfect.
figured I'd bless you guys. But
That's,
Fantastic.
I was
gotta
gonna
wear it the whole episode.
go to Turkey and spend the $10,000 and
Don't even need to now.
I'm good. Yeah, you know.
My favorite with Mikey's is I put it on. I'm just like,
Yeah,
The whole
that's what I'm
time.
saying. It's like curtains.
but
I pull back out of my face.
your camera shot's so dark. Your face looks so dark.
Oh, it's probably because I'm shadowed out
I
here.
mean,
Hey, you look like you should be like singing one of them emo songs from the early 2000s.
I brought in your camera shot up real quick.
Hmm.
Yeah, that looks a little bit better. So, now,
Well,
I don't have to wear a hat or nothing, and you're good to go.
We're good.
I think they look great.
Yeah.
I bought them on Amazon. I'm probably going to send them back to Amazon when we're done with this episode.
hey,
That's
I'm
right.
just gonna put it right back.
Just gonna
in
be
the
honest.
Put it right back in the bag, yeah.
Now
Hey.
remember that when you buy stuff off Amazon.
Yep.
You're welcome for that tip.
Yeah,
But,
I mean, who knows? You know, the emo chop cut may like blow up in sales. You know,
It might.
now
They
that
might see this
Now
and
that
they'll be
Mikey's
like,
wearing it, yeah,
I got to get that.
it's crazy. This is wild.
I'm sorry.
Well, I guess we try to get into some serious stuff here. Now that we've got this going on, you know, something that caught my eye, and you know what? We'll just jump in the Shia LaBeouf thing. You guys seen that? Kind of like what
I
happened.
don't know if I've ever heard it
recently, and
pronounced
like
LaBeouf.
how do you pronounce it? I could be
I
wrong.
was at LaBeouf.
Is it
Shia LaBeouf.
LaBeouf. Maybe it's LaBeouf.
It could be
I
different.
could be way off on that.
I don't know. Why? How would have you heard, Mikey?
Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah.
Okay, Shia LaBeouf.
But
My
that
apologies.
could be wrong. I mean, that's just what I heard.
One of
I've
us
heard
is-
things and been wrong.
Somebody's
many
right.
a
Somebody's
times
wrong
in my
here.
life.
We apologize for whoever is wrong. You know, but
chat us. Chat fact us. I can't even talk.
Chat Vectus. Yes.
Chat. Check us on that, please. But we don't have. A
Oh,
Oh,
chat. I was trying to say fact check us.
Fact
I'm saying-
check us,
I'm
yeah.
saying check fact us.
hey, chat.
I was
fact
really
check.
cussing in
Yeah,
another language.
yeah.
I'm
Hey,
sorry.
We're not live yet, but you can go ahead if you know if you know how to pronounce it somehow.
Somebody
Type
drop
out
in the comments.
the pronunciation. But did you guys see kind of like what's going on?
Yeah, it's like a he
Like,
had like
and
a $100,000 bond. Some lady and
well, he got in a fight. Yeah,
Yeah.
he got in a fight on Bourbon Street or whatever.
Yeah.
during Mardi Gras,
Yes.
some chick bailed him out.
throwing hands, and then
Yeah.
ends up in jail.
It's-
And then he just gets bailed out, when he gets bonded out or bailed out, whatever, he comes out and he just pops that prison bracelet off and
right back at it.
straight like a sprint back to downtown. So
Something's in the water down there.
Well, I mean, the sad part is, if you guys remember, you probably remember his career back to, there was a show on the Disney Channel.
Even Stevens, bro.
Stevens. So he got in Even Stevens, and then Holes. Remember the
Holes.
movie Holes, and that took off. And then, of course,
Transformers.
Transformers and all that. And his career seemed very promising. And then it was just like weird little instances of things would happen. Like there's the one video that's been memed like no other, of like him like raging out.
oh yeah,
Have you seen
just
that?
do it or whatever.
Just do it. My
Yeah.
favorite. I'm just gonna say this before we go further. This is when he's messing with his car on Transformers, and he can't get it to start. He's just like kicking it. And they're like, "You good? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine." That's just one of my favorite clips from him. I'm sorry I had to say it.
Well, so a little bit of time went by, and I guess he like disappeared from the scene, and came back, but he came back a saved man. I mean, I believe it was Catholicism.
Yeah, I
but,
think so. That's what he.
I found a little bit of a story about him, and just some pieces that it's crazy when you start to hear it. So basically, he had a dad. His dad was raising him. His dad had severe like heroin addictions.
Oh wow.
And so he's raising this kid, and his family's. I'm not 100% sure if the mom was in the picture, but I know that they had like severe money problems, and his dad was some kind of like he did something and like in some kind of entertainment of some sort. I don't think it was anything major, but his dad was in the Vietnam War originally, and when his dad came back from the Vietnam War, the war. Just
So his dad's older, anyways. Then
his dad's older,
yeah.
Because he's young. I think Shai's a little bit younger than us, or he's probably about the same age as you guys, maybe. But his dad came back, and a lot of people that came back were messed up. Just reality. So he had drug issues, and then they had poverty issues. Crazy thing. So I guess his dad trained him up, or whatever the case may be. At 10 years old, though, Shia was going into like comedy clubs and bars. 10 years old. Keep this in mind. 10 years old, and doing adult stage comedy.
Jeez.
Like using profanity, and they just found him to be absolutely funny, and then that's when
Kind of take off from there.
yeah, and that's when the Disney Channel found him. But there's always been like this back thing of like just drugs and darkness, and so kind of the point to this and why I think like one, we should definitely be praying for individuals whether they're famous or not. It sounded like he gave his life to the Lord, and found the Lord and was doing really well, and then this thing pops up, with
Yeah, it's just kind of.
Says he's 39 years old, by the way.
39.
Okay, so
Yeah, I'll be 40 later this year in like June. I mean, I've seen clips and stuff of him where he's like, man, you want to pray? Let's pray right now. This is how you pray. And he'll be like, he's like, this is how you got to start out. You got to first start out with, you got to shut the F up. That's what you got to do. You got to shut.
you say this?
Yeah, but he says the word, but you got to shut the F up. Shut the F up right now. He's like, and just listen. And he said, when you hear that first little voice telling you, he said, that's your voice. And that's a B word voice, because that's your voice. And you want to listen for the grown-up voice that talks to you. And the dude, he's like, what did you, and they go on for a couple minutes, like, what did you hear him say? And he says, I don't remember what the guy said. He was like, I felt something this. And I was like, dope.
Oh, my God.
What the heck?
So.
This is after he got his life changed.
This is similar around the time of this
ago?
whole no, this is similar around this time, the whole thing down in New Orleans. So he was on a podcast and did all this.
I'm about to say there's as of 6 days ago on a podcast.
Yeah, I think that was it. He was on a podcast like recently.
Okay.
And that's when he did it.
It says, what is he diagnosed with? And he diagnosed himself with a pesky case of small man complex. That's what's wrong with him, he said. So
self-diagnosis.
That's crazy. He definitely has some, mental and emotional stuff going on.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
he embraced Catholic faith in 2022. By the way, he was. But he said he was baptized. But he also, I guess, his mother was Jewish. His father was pronounced Christianity. So he was raised around both sides. He was baptized and he had a bar mitzvah.
Huh.
So
So he's got some level of faith and
yeah,
or
but it
background
says
in
he
faith.
embraced the Catholic faith in 2022.
Huh.
So, but he describes his parents as hippies. That's what he described them, which makes sense.
Makes
I mean,
sense.
coming back,
Yeah.
the war, heroin,
Drugs,
yeah, the hard, yeah, because that's kind of what it all kind of led to. I feel like with that group of people was
Oh yeah.
It says that he gives credit. I'm just looking at facts on him. He gives credit to fellow actors like Mel Gibson, Sean Penn, and Josh Brolin, helping him achieve sobriety. They got him ground and kept him alive by offering him support and guidance and during his struggles with alcohol. So that's cool.
well,
And so here's the thing. Well, it is cool, but except
if he
Now
felt
he's
like,
back.
oh,
you have
that's the only
what's
thing.
what's known in the addict world or alcoholic world as relapse. What's transpiring here really is just this foundation of not having people will go and they're like, hey, I'm giving myself to the Lord, and we all know, we've seen this, and it's the epitome of like that go getter right out the gate. Fire, they got this tiny little fire going. They're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go, and everything. But it's a sustained ability that you have to keep going. Like the problem is that there's we know that the battles never stop. The war's always waging, right?
Yeah,
And spiritually, and so you got to be like. You always got to be on point. Well, this is a prime example of a man who seemed like he was finally turning his life over, changing his life for the better, and unfortunately, it just the battles got him. So we'll just pray. We'll pray for Shia, and I mean, he could be a great weapon for the kingdom of God, but he needs to fully turn himself over and not partial. Like God's not a genie in a bottle, guys. So we say that over and over again here. So.
Yeah, he's just got to make a full commit. So, and it's tough because you see people fight demons like that all the time.
Yeah,
and go through that kind of stuff. So
it is, and last episode we talked about the Epstein files, right? We kind of talked about that, and that's big scandals going on, and it's just crazy because now, as Mikey said, the bingo card's showing up. Now we've got Now we've got war with Iran and Israel. And it's funny, a lot of people are on social media, and it's so wild. Like somebody will post, oh, America just launched on Iran, and, this particular leader just got killed. And instantly people are commenting going, they're just covering up the Epstein files.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like...
I mean, no matter what was going to happen, I mean, something was going to be said about that. You know what I mean? It's just... anything they can do to say it's being distracted from it. Now, don't get me wrong. Like, I want to know, like, if we've invested, I mean, obviously we've invested time, money.
Yeah.
I mean, taxpayer dollars have been invested into this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, hey, let's get to the bottom of it. Like, I don't care who was involved with it. Like, I want
just clear it up.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care if President Trump if he's involved. And he did do what they, said, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Like, let's convict him. Let's get him out. I mean, get all these people, in prison where they deserve, where they should be.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, I don't care. I'm not taking a side on anything with this. But if we're invested, let's just do it. So, but they always do it. I mean, you saw FBI director, what's his name, Kash Patel or whatever.
Yeah.
He was over at Italy. He was at the hockey. The gold medal game. He was there and he was celebrating in the locker room. And, of course, everybody wants to take it. Oh, why is he not back going? Why is the FBI director not got back going through the Epstein files? Like, we've got all this, but he's over. Yeah. He's over in Italy and he's celebrating with the. So obviously, taxpayers' dollars paid for his trip to Italy to celebrate with the hockey team. Why is the FBI director celebrating with the hockey team? Why is he not going through these Epstein files? So, everybody can turn it, and do I see partials of it? Yeah, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I could see where it could cause... because it's this big... like this... it was this big thing. Like, everybody... I mean, they made it out to be such big... both sides. Once this comes out, you're going to see all these people... all these people. Well, now... all we're seeing is redacted, and then when we are seeing names, it's their name's only in there because they were acquaintance, or this person said no every time. That's why their name is said in there. I'm just like, let's get to the bottom of it, and I'm not sure that we ever will, as to far as exactly whatever happened fully to the full extent.
Well,
but I just want to get past it, honestly.
With today's day, I mean, I would really hope and pray that we aren't launching. It's minor at this point. I know a lot of people see it's major, but in cases of World War I and World War II, it's fairly minor. But we are launching some pretty heavy stuff out of Iran, right? I mean, we've taken out some leaders.
Over almost 40 leaders. I looked it up.
40 leaders.
Yeah.
Wow.
And over 1,000 different strike areas is what they're telling you, or what we know.
And we've already lost American soldiers as well, too.
Yeah, quite a few. Yeah.
So,
no, it's and here's the crazy thing, like people are always like, oh, we're fighting with Iran and we're siding with Israel and this, and okay, well, let's just separate this for a moment. Iran and Israel have been at each other's throats since the dawn of time.
Correct. Well, and I do want to say this because a lot of people are like, we're at war with Iran again. We have never been at war with Iran.
Correct.
This is the first time America has been at war with Iran.
Right.
So I do want to clarify that because there's a lot of people saying it.
Again, yeah.
We're doing this again and, all this stuff. But this is our first time to be at war with Iran.
Right.
Good. Yeah, go ahead and let you kind of lead into what we're going to talk about next.
Well, and technically, we're not even at war yet. Let's put
that there. Nobody's ever declared anything.
Yeah, so
everything looks it's heading that way.
Oh yeah.
But he also does this a lot. Speaking of Trump, bomb or whatever he does, and then it kind of takes a little bit, and then that person that country or area or whatever he bombs always kind of comes out like, all right, well, we're done. Let's
like, is this a show of dominance?
Yeah,
exactly.
He said that they after they had bombed the first few bombs, whatever, they killed at least 40 leaders. That they're telling them they want, hey, can we come back to the table and re-meet? And he's like, it's too late.
Yeah. Well, and it's because now they're picking new leadership, and they have to. So
yeah.
But we're seeing one side of the media. Yeah, I'm not. Here's the thing where, as a Christian, it's tough because to see anything bombed, to see people lose their lives, it's a terrible situation. 100%. No matter how you spin it,
right?
Anything like that. And but for the people in Iran to be celebrating, like the people that live there, there's a mass majority that are celebrating this, that America stepped in and did this,
right? Yeah.
Because they were under that leadership. Like you look back at like their country, like from the 70s, 80s or whatever, like the difference between now and then. Yeah. I mean, even that whole Middle East over there, like between like 40 years ago and now, like thriving countries to now what they are.
Oh yeah.
So, but
you remove greedy dictators and allow diplomacy and democracy to take place.
Yeah. It's just all because one man's name is attached to it.
Yeah.
And, So, but I'm not going to sit here and say that I agree with everything he does. No. And we never have.
No.
We've always been on that side. I mean, we've always going to side of the side of Jesus at the end of the day. And that's what we're called to do. I'm not called to be a not called to be a Republican.
And let's talk about that because you get Christians saying, "Oh, God hates Muslims." Well, let's analyze something for.
Well, the same people are also saying, "Oh, God hates gay people." You know what I mean? It's the same people. It's the same group.
But I mean, I'm just saying, like this hardcore stance as if God the Father is absolutely against. I think, and this just comes from people not picking up their word.
Yeah,
we got to pick up our word, people. Like it's kind of important. When you're reading the story of Abraham and he's trying to have a kid with Sarah and they're definitely getting frustrated because she ain't having no kids and they want some kids. And they got this, what does the Bible call her? What does Hagar call? Like a house woman, servant?
Well, depending on the translation.
The translation,
we'll let you guys read
helper.
it.
Yeah. Call her helper.
She's the help. So Sarah has this bright idea. Hey, why don't you hook up with the house lady and you guys have a kid and that'll be our kid type thing. And or at least you'll have a lineage basically. And so they hook up and she has a kid. And she has a kid by the name of Ishmael. Now, which is believed by history that Ishmael is the descendant of Muhammad,
Yeah.
which is the Muslim religion. And God actually says to Sarah, or not Sarah, Hagar, and with her child, that he will also bless their lineage. So let's just we got to understand that this is like one large family feud.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, these people are actually related if you go back far enough.
Yeah.
Their bloodlines connect, and somewhere, and again, it's not like that all of a sudden it went quiet and then 2020, the 2000s showed up and now all of a sudden they're at war. It's not the case at all. They've always been like when Iran was Persia. There's been war there. You know what I mean? And so we have to understand that, again, we're back to a level of, we don't struggle against, things of the flesh, right? There's a spiritual war happening
all around us
between, all around us for sure. And then that I believe is causing this stuff, but if first and foremost, if the Epstein files are being covered up by an attack on a country, that's some evil stuff right there. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Yeah.
To
kind of pass the buck there. Yeah, that's kind of wild
to
me.
Hey, don't look at me while I drop
it's always
ballistic missiles on your country.
It's always been kind of like they always call it the sleight of hand. You know what I mean? The left's doing something, but the right is showing you what it's doing.
Yeah.
So pay attention to the right while the left maneuvers behind scenes, and that's kind of like how they've always kind of portrayed it, or always kind of. A lot of people have always said that. I guess I'd say. Well, it doesn't matter who's in office, Republican, Democrat. It doesn't matter. The other party will always say, "Oh, they're just covering up, doing something else. They're just covering up, doing something else." And it's like, why can't we just come together as American people and be like, hey, we want to figure this out? And so, yeah. But hey, what I do want to say is, when because Abraham was promised, and he did not. He took it into his own timing, he wanted to decide his own fate and his own will. And when he stepped up, so I just want to remind people, when we decide to step in, what God's already called, God's already destined for your life, and you get tired of the waiting, and you try to step in and do his stuff. Now look, what he sowed, all these years ago, what is still being reaped. Now he's not reaping it personally, but his family is, or his lineage is.
Well, and for as long as you look back, because that lineage in that section of the world, and Persia and all that,
exactly,
like they have been, like that's what I'm saying. This isn't something new. Like people are like, oh, Israel, Iran. First off, these people have been each other at war before it was ever even called Iran, before Israel was ever even a country. Let's not. Like, Israel didn't become a country until 1948,
47, something like that.
So, I mean, think about that. I mean, we're talking thousands of years before they were even a country.
Yeah.
And then, Iran no longer, the Persian Empire no longer existing, but yet these people who, again, if you go back, are connected, and you're absolutely right, Mike. I mean, hit the nail on the head. Like, God's like, hey, I got you. And Abraham, out of a lack of patience, says, I got to do this, because they were getting up there in age. How many times? How many times has that happened? Is there people that you guys probably know that are watching this that, have kind of forced things?
Yeah.
Like, I got to go because I'm getting up there in age, and then it just ends up not being as good as what.
Well, God we think we understand time better than God does.
Yeah,
and He operates outside of time. So to me, tells me right there that He understands time better than I ever will.
Yeah.
So I operate on a 24-hour basis. He operates outside of that. So he's not constricted to anything. And so, I just kind of want to point that out. Like, hey, promise this, and we're giving all these things. We're promised all these things, but we still got to walk in the will and what He's called to us. We can't step out and
stay tight.
Yeah, and it's just what's being reaped from what he sowed all those years ago. And even go on once he did have Isaac, and then he had to take him on top of the hill. Thought he was going to have to sacrifice him. So,
oh gosh,
yeah, exactly.
I finally got that kid. It was there.
Yeah, but because he felt like what he did wrong, now he's going to have to sacrifice this one. And so, and of course we know the
His faith prevailed.
And then obviously what that lineage
Yeah.
leads to David, and then later Jesus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
come on.
I
So, and it was blessed as God promised. It's not like he ever backed down on his promise.
yeah, he just. I mean, it's scriptural. It doesn't matter. I mean, we can do all these good things, but I mean, reaping what you sow is. I mean, it's first of all, it's scriptural. We know that, but it happens.
Yeah.
I tell the students all the time, like, you can sow 100 good things, and you can still sow one bad thing, and you're going to reap each and every one of those things that you've done.
For sure.
It doesn't matter. You're still going to reap that. You can be a bad person your whole life, and 40 years old or whatever, you decide, hey, I'm going to follow Jesus. No, I'm trying to scare people away. I'm just giving you scripture. I mean, you're going to reap what you have sowed.
There definitely is consequences.
There's
for
consequences
action
for actions, and
I can attest
or it
to
wouldn't
that.
make free will. It wouldn't make free will worth it. Like, he gave us free will, but it'd be pointless if he doesn't give us that.
Oh, for sure.
And so,
If everything was just roses and rainbows, oh, no big deal.
right, yeah.
But you know what it reminds me of, and you both have little kids. Mine are all a bit older, but it's like, you got a hot stove, and you tell a kid, hey, don't do it. And maybe you guys don't do this, but after like the second or third time you tell them not to do it, I'm just like, all right, do it.
See what happens.
Do it.
You only do it once.
I'm telling you, right? Like,
Yeah.
you do that one time, you're going to scream, it's going to hurt, and then guess what? I don't have to tell you anymore.
Right.
And I feel like sometimes, and probably more than just sometimes, God, that's how God looks down at us. Like, I'm sure I told you not to do that, but, you did decided to do it anyway.
Yeah.
Well,
and he's given us free will, so, I mean, we're going to make those choices.
yeah, we got to learn.
Yeah.
We got to learn by the bit of the bridle. So, one of the biggest things I think as far as this attack on Iran and everything going on, is that the potential looming for war is causing a gang amount of fear, even in the body, amongst the body especially. Go ahead, Mike.
Well, no, I just was agreeing with you. I mean, it's what I mean. I don't want to speak for anything, but it's what seems to be evident, what seems to be coming. We're going down that path. I mean, all roads seem to like it's going there. Not to scare anybody, fear anybody, but I don't know, I've had this conversations, and I don't want to say that I sit on this hill and this is what I believe fully, but I've had conversations with many of lifetime, Christians or pastors and such like this. But I think it's easy to pretty much say right now America's probably the number one in power in the world.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty. I think everybody,
as far as weaponry,
right?
like
Exactly.
that,
Intelligence.
And it's believed that America will have to fall, as far as not fall, crumble, and become nothing, but will have to fall in power. Will no longer be the number one in power before end of times will come, stuff like that. And so, I'm not sitting here saying like that's gonna happen, but I'm just saying like many people have talked and believe that like America won't be, when the end times come, America won't be the top power. Like, it's gonna fall to like Israel. You know what I mean? So, now, do I think there's things, and not to open up this can of worms, but do I think the whole area of Israel is how it's being led is biblical, or it's scriptural, or it's the holy promised land right now? No, I don't believe that fully.
Well, but let's not act like the Israelites weren't messing up for thousands of
Oh,
years.
for sure, and that's what I'm saying.
And then they put Christ on a cross.
I'm not
they
saying
may not
we sit here and
physically
see
do
them.
it, but
That's what I'm saying.
Rome didn't want to do it. Let's just
Right?
remember
Yeah,
that.
don't sit here
Pontius
and
Pilate
paint
was
them
like,
as a perfect place.
No,
That's what I want
yeah,
to.
no.
That's what I want to get to. I mean, it's still man in charge.
Yeah.
I mean, look at David.
Absolutely.
David was referenced as somebody as after God's own heart, but still sinned.
Oh,
Majorly.
man. Not even a small one.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
hey, bro, I'm gonna
adultery.
get at your chick,
Right,
and so
adultery,
you
and
go
then-
ahead and head to the front line.
exactly. Because I don't want to tell you, I'm going to just kill you. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Now retreat when he gets to the top. So let's have him killed. And so, yeah, I just don't want it to, paint it like, when you hear people say, that Israel needs to come to power and America should support Israel, like, we're supporting the land. We're supporting that people. We're not, it's not an individual person. Like, the prime minister or the president, whatever.
Yeah.
It's we're not backing. You know what I'm saying? Like
We're not saying what the ones that are doing bad, like it's okay. What we're saying is that the promise of God to Abraham, there was a covenant there.
Yeah.
And all we're doing is we're supporting the covenant.
Right.
Nobody should support any level of sin or disobedience to God at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I mean, that just makes you either a non-believer or fake Christian or Jew, for that matter. At the end of the, if you ain't doing what He wants, then what are you doing?
Doing right? Yeah,
So,
exactly.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. 100%, I agree with you. Like,
Yeah, I just wanted to kind of say
we're not
that.
over there like, yeah, bro, rip
Yeah.
this bank off or do whatever all these speculations that are happening. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, there's some crazy stuff out there.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's people around the world that
Like the conspiracy theories are wild right now.
Benjamin. Nuatu or Nuatu, I don't know how to pronounce it correctly, but
Right.
yeah, they don't believe him to be like the best of people.
No.
So
No.
not that I would, from stuff I've seen. I mean, obviously, everything I've seen is just it's all news. So news portrayed. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean. But
Either way, we have no evidence. But if the individual himself is doing things that, or other individuals, here's the thing: we could go to church, and if our brothers and sisters within our own body, within our own house, are doing things that are not of God, we're not going to accept it. I mean,
Right,
it's just
yeah.
reality. We're going to love and be like, hey, look, it's not cool. But at the end of the day, we're not going to accept it.
Yeah, right, yeah.
So that's not what we're. I hear what you might say. I'm like 100%. Like we are not supporting the shenanigans.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say when we, talking to AI, asking AI about the wars and everything, just kind of like.
Did you see that?
Yeah, like how many have happened since his death?
Since Jesus' death? Yeah.
And the response was it's impossible to provide an exact number of wars, which is crazy because, I guess once you think about it, it makes sense because back then a war could be labeled as.
Yeah, like one big conflict.
A 2-day fight, and it's
Sure.
like, oh, that was the war between these and this, and it was listed as a war. It was recorded, data recorded as a war.
But I think what AI is also trying to get at is it could be seen as a war because per capita, these like tribes and stuff were much smaller than full-blown countries.
Yeah, right.
So on a per capita level, if you go person for person, those are full-scale wars.
Yeah.
And the number is so large, and so...
it's like having
wild.
the definition between war and conflict. Like what?
Yeah.
Where do you draw the line, or how does it? You know what I mean? But
a lot have happened.
A lot have, and Wikipedia said over 1,500 significant conflicts since 1800 alone.
I mean, honestly, since 1800 alone.
That's only 226 years, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm just want to let you know.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking America's time frame is in that realm, sitting here, and that many wars have popped off.
Yeah.
And yet, here's the thing: I know probably every single, especially the ones in the early, we'll call it 1900s, we'll call it World War I, World War II, Vietnam, and then the kind of
Persian
larger,
War.
all these different wars that took place, and then Persia. I mean, not Persia, but
The Persian Gulf War.
Persian Gulf War. Thank you.
Yeah.
These things happen, and though we weren't alive I was alive for the Persian Gulf, but I was very young, and so, but fear happens.
Yeah.
Fear.
Well, everything is, that's the next World War III. Everything's the next World War III.
Yeah.
And in time is the World War III. That's what's going to happen.
If you ask somebody that's older, that was around when Russia was the USSR and the Red Curtain, they had nuclear, you know how you guys didn't have them in Texas, but in California you had earthquake drills or the
tornado drills.
Oh, okay, so
yeah, I mean,
same concept.
It was a get under the desk and
okay, exact same concept.
Out, yeah.
Exact same concept. Well, back in the day, they had nuclear drills.
Oh,
And I'm starting to think so you're gonna hide under a desk and a 400-ton bomb is gonna drop, and you think that's gonna do something?
Fear mongering to the extreme,
Right?
bro. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you might as well just continue teaching because you ain't stopping nothing. Yeah, you have to.
I'm going out.
But I mean, in probably recent memory, and I know it's not super recent, but that's probably the biggest fearmonger thing was the Russian.
Oh yeah.
Whole. I mean, no, it's probably. I'm not saying fear should be rightfully so, like it should ever be portrayed that way, but
No.
like there should have been cause for concern, probably, because I believe they were probably a bit unhinged, and they probably, the kid was probably imminent, like you know what I mean, like it was probably on the cusp of happening. So, I could only imagine living through that, and not knowing.
Fear is destructive. I think it doesn't matter what the fear is. I think if we realize that fear is destructive, fear, whether it's, I fear to be able to pay my bills, or I fear because I'm sick, or I fear because an atomic bomb's going to drop, or a war is going to happen. Fear is destructive. It is not constructive. It is destructive. And it doesn't do anything. It literally serves no purpose but cause more problems. Like when you really analyze it, people go, well, it's good to fear because then you're safe. And well, honestly, truthfully, when you're in a mode of fear, your logic starts to deteriorate.
Yeah.
You're not thinking clearly.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to kind of say is like fear will drive your direction.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
And so if you're living in a constant state of fear, you're, like you said, well, first of all, fear is an emotion.
Yeah.
Fear is a feeling. And so if you're driven by emotions,
yep, no more logic.
Yeah, there's no logic to that, and logic being truth.
I know a lot of people out there ain't gonna want to hear what we just said.
Yeah.
But there's studies that have proven it. Like the higher your emotion level, they even have an EQ now. I may have brought it up on a previous episode a while back, but they have an EQ now, like an IQ. Do you guys know that?
No.
And it may have been around for a while, but it's like really prevalent now. Like they test people's emotional level.
Okay.
So like, you're good on the emotion like level, right? But then their IQs will low. So you can't logically deduce anything, but you feeling good, right? Or not
the problem
good,
with emotions is emotions come and go.
Yeah.
And emotions are driven off what's your surroundings.
Mm-hmm.
And so allowing your surroundings to drive your emotions, so whether it's fear, because I'm hearing all these things, knowing who, knowing who wins in the end gives a peace that is undescribable.
Yeah, come on.
And so
true.
I know it's easy. They'll be like, oh, there's no way. People watch this, be like, oh, there's no way you can just sit back and not worry about you being bombed or being killed. And I'm like, I don't like. Do I want to die today? No, absolutely not. I want to spend time with my family. I want to spend time. I want to reach as many people as possible with the gospel. I want to tell everybody I can about that Jesus loves them and He died for them. And then there is another way to life to live. You don't have to live in fear in everything you do. You can live with this peace I was talking about. But I don't fear death, and I don't have to because He took that.
Well, and let me take it you're dead on. Let me just take it a step further. But think about it like this, because here in America, like we have brothers and sisters in other countries that literally get decapitated because they will not denounce Jesus.
Yeah.
Now that is facing fear in the name of Christ. Like you're like, man, I ain't scared. Let's go. Do what you got to do, but I'm not doing it. That doesn't happen here, but there is a level of persecution that happens here that I think Christians a lot of times, especially like what is this? What is our show about? Lukewarm Christianity.
Do you think we'll get to that point?
Where we will? I mean,
do you think
I believe
in America we will be persecuted
in our
for being
time?
Christian?
Oh, like truly, like to death. In our time?
Yeah.
I don't. That's hard. I think it.
Not to fearmonger anybody.
I think the slow decline. It's like your brother. Pastor Josh has talked about this, and I've heard this metaphor talked about so much. But the frog in the pan thing, right?
Oh yeah.
That's 100% what's happening. Like the heat is slowly being turned up until the point where now it's too hot. Frog can't get out and frog dies.
Yeah.
That I believe is happening. Because look at it like this. Again, 100 years ago, or not even 100 years ago, let's just say early 1900s, like people would walk down the street, walk into the grocery store, and they'd be like, hey, have a blessed day. They'd maybe talk about church in public.
It's rare nowadays.
People are scared to do it
Yeah.
because they're afraid someone's going to go, oh, you're one of them. Oh, you're this. And that level of persecution is becoming more and more accepted.
Yeah.
And so we have to stand in a place of not fearing.
Well, Christians
Like-
are afraid to be labeled.
Yeah, well, but I mean, even at your job, it's like, oh, I don't want to lose my job. Man, forget your job. Like, I'll tell my job straight up, like, hey, by the glory of God, it's the only reason I got what I got, bro.
Well, here's the
You
thing. Also, if you believe in the God that you talk about, you don't believe if you're fired for for believing in Him and sticking up and saying like, oh, he's your Savior, he's this, He loves you, all these things. You're fired for that. You don't believe He has something else better for you in plan.
Right?
Then who are you serving? Do you truly
then what's
serve
the
the
point?
God? Yeah.
What? Yeah.
Well, He didn't create us to be silent. First of all,
Yes, you're right. 100%.
Matthew 28 tells us go disciple all nations. You know what I mean? Baptizing in the Father,
Come
Son,
on.
and Holy Spirit. Go
everywhere.
everywhere. It is of all nations. It doesn't say, where you're comfortable
Yeah.
or where they're going to allow you to make money
Yeah.
or where you're not going to upset anybody.
No.
That's the gospel offends, and it always will.
100%. And progressively more.
Yeah.
And we have to stand in a place of, I could care less if it offends, and I could care less about the backlash. Again,
Correct.
our brothers and sisters are getting their heads cut off in other countries. This is not 1,000 years ago. This is like today. This stuff happens. This is 2026, 2025. This stuff happens.
Yeah.
Like real talk.
It's in. We've got to be better as Christians, as a church as a whole, on how we present the gospel. The gospel was not meant to be spread with hate.
Right.
The gospel is about love. So when you tell somebody, it should never come from a place of your heart that you're telling them that because all you thinking is they're doing wrong or they're living wrong.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Now, we should want to correct. I'm sorry. We should want to inform. We're called to love. We are not called to control. I'm not called to control your life. I'm not here to say control how you act. That is not what I'm called to do.
Yeah, I
I'm
ain't
called
got
to love you.
We ain't got time for that.
Right, exactly.
We got. Hey, here's our message. There's Jesus is God's message. You don't like it. I hear that in your voice. I'm sorry you don't like it. I still love you.
Yeah.
Because you're a creation of God.
Right.
At the end of the day, He created you for a purpose. So hopefully you find that purpose.
Yeah.
And hopefully,
I'm going to love you. I'm going to love you.
Yeah.
I'm going to continue to love you.
Absolutely.
But it's
We don't have to like what people do, by the way, just so we're
No.
all on the same page.
Well,
I think sometimes people confuse our love for all and we have to like all. There is a difference. Liking is like, hey, they're constantly, robbing and jacking people and doing all these different things, and you're like, oh, I like them. I love them as a creation. They are one of God's creation. Inside, they were born an innocent child, truly.
Yeah.
They were born with gifts, callings, things that God had designed for them, and then they just haven't found their way yet.
Yep.
I would have, when I was lost and in dark places, I would have, looking back, I didn't like the person that I once was, and I'm beyond thankful that people loved me even during it. You know what I mean?
I agree. Oh, yeah.
So, I wanted to throw something funny out.
Yeah. Go ahead.
At this,
Just before we
okay, go
I wanna
ahead.
say
Yeah,
one
yeah,
final
'cause it's
thing.
like
We're going lighthearted.
well,
Or, kinda-
it's definitely lighthearted. It's
I want
funny.
to say, if you look in Scripture right now, it tells
Yeah,
us
go
to
ahead.
do not fear 365 times.
Come on. Ooh, how
And
many
if
days
you
in
can't
the-
tell me, first of all, God don't act on coincidences.
Yeah.
So you can't tell me, you can't sit here and tell me it's not for a purpose that it's 365 times when you have 365 days in a year. So you can open up Scripture and read, do
And
not
find
fear
fear,
today,
dude.
do not
Yeah.
fear today, do
Come
not
on.
fear today, do not fear today. You do not have to fear this. I have overcome this. Do not fear. There's a reason for it. And He knew it was going to be one of the biggest things that we struggled with.
Oh, for sure. And probably the most, again,
It's
in the world of, in the life of a person of faith, I will stand firm and believe it is the most destructive thing. And there's all forms of fear. Fear doesn't just come in like the upfront fear. Fear is the insecurity of worrying what somebody thinks of you, worried how you look or what somebody thinks of how you look, and all these different things. Those are just fears that cripple the person that is inside of you that God created to be amazing, and that these things just depress you. You know,
Yeah.
they constrict who you are supposed to be, and they will come in full force. As soon as you get rid of one, another one pops up.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
I
agree.
And we just have to continuously be like, nope, 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 nope.
But that's
And
why it's
hard.
important to know
easy.
your word.
It's not easy. It isn't very.
Because so you can combat the thoughts, you can
Yeah.
combat the feelings. You can. I'm not sitting here saying you shouldn't feel fear. Like you're not going to feel fear. You're like it's going to come,
Yeah.
and it's going to try to take over you. Because he's the first of all the devil's author of confusion. He's the author of lies, and he wants to steal, kill, and destroy from you. Well, those three things cause fear
Of
in
course.
people's lives.
Yeah.
So fear is going to come over you, but knowing your word and how to combat it is like I don't have to believe this way.
Truth.
So.
So true.
But I want to leave you
Real talk.
You know, with that. Just remember, it's in there for a reason. 365 times. Open it up, read about it. So,
Yeah. Amen. Pray that fear away.
yeah.
I'm really curious, Mr. Wig guy. I'm sweating really bad, bro.
That's what happens when you're bald.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
Mike, you sweating?
No, I'm not.
See,
Okay, so
It's got in my mouth though. His is
Like,
probably
yeah,
a
dude, like-
couple pounds
His is
heavier than
heavy,
mine.
bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A couple pounds.
Seems wild. So I seen a meme. It's kind of funny. I'm just gonna close on this. It's very. It might be slightly inappropriate in some sense, I guess, but it was Kim Jong Un.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys see this one?
No.
No. So you guys know who Kim Jong Un is?
Mm-hmm.
The leader of North Korea. And it's like in somebody like AI pictured it was him, like AI'd in, but looked really clean. And it was like him yelling into a phone, and the caption said, and this is right after Trump just dropped all these bombs on Iran. It says, "Hey, we good, right?"
I mean,
Anyway, you know what I mean. I was just like, "Wow, that's
Yeah.
crazy work right there."
yeah, we good, right? You know.
Yeah, we good, right? Like we
Yeah,
good.
it's like you see a friend on the yard just like absolutely beat somebody up when you were younger.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know you could fight like that, but
Yeah.
we good,
Yeah.
right? Like like you had beef with him, you didn't have beef with me.
That's Trump putting fear into other leaders.
Yeah.
So there you go.
I mean, I doubt it really happened. That dude's a very special
Yeah.
individual, but we love him. He is God's creation. Me too. Anyway, so yeah, just listen, guys. Don't fear. Pray it out. Don't fear this. Even if there is a war, even if this is World War III, like we're going to take it one day at a time, and we're going to stand in the joy and the fruits of the Spirit, the rest of the fruits of the Spirit, because that's what God gives us.
Life's
Right?
too short to be in fear, bro.
Yeah. Oh. It's
Yeah,
really, it will get you nowhere. It'll get you nowhere. Stand firm, stand strong. We love you, and get burnt.